So in this case, again, we have the FDAX. We are already closing outside the previous or of the day value area. So our bias is kind of short. We also have falling VPOCs and falling value areas, but we're closing outside and we are also opening at 8 AM outside. So we can also wait for the open at 9, but it will be outside very likely as well. We are building a range here. So our bias at first in the first step is we will continue short because we have an opening outside of the previous day range. We can search for short setups. In this case, maybe we get stopped out, maybe we get a break even, we don't know. But at some point we are entering the previous profile again. So this close is inside and then we spend more than 30 minutes inside the previous profile. So we are accepting the previous profile again. And now we are also accepting the previous value area. So now we can start to look at long trades, because if we extend the previous value area, we have this area of interest, we have this area of interest, and this area of interest. So we can now start to look at long setups on the value area low of the previous day. So in the lower time frames, most likely we will get a setup there, and then we have a first reaction at the POC. We can, if we go down, look for another long setup, and now we will most likely trade through the whole value area. So what happens until the end of the day? So yes, at the end of the day, we did not reach it completely, but the strategy or the plan we create is not about getting tick entries or to the exact tick entries and exit. It is about in general making profit and in general understanding the logic and then perfecting that logic with different setups. But the setup is we opened outside. First, maybe we got a stop loss because our first expectation or plan was that we will continue downwards. We stepped back into the previous profile. We accepted this profile for a while. We accepted the value area. We have been in the value area. The first aggressive long would have been here. The second option for a long is here. And then we trade through it. And if we want to trade or stop our trade earlier, there is no problem with taking partials on the way. You don't need to hold it to the complete end. So another example, and we finished through all 4 options with opening options and intraday trading strategies. So we continue now with some more examples.